Hey everyone, it's Belinda here. Checking in to do the weekly energy forecast for the upcoming week. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a psychic medium, a transformational healer, hypnotherapist, and a spiritual teacher. So I connect with your passed over loved ones and your guides to let them know that they're still walking by your side. And as a healer, I work with limiting beliefs and behaviors that you might want to shift. I'm also trauma informed, so I help bring those light bulb moments to you to give you an opportunity to reflect and shift and heal what potentially isn't serving you anymore or what you need to let go of so that you can be on your pathway to your authentic self, right? So this week it's a little bit different. I feel like I want to talk about the need to feel safe. And it's come about because I went to the Robbie Williams concert yesterday, which was amazing. And what I really noticed about him is how far he's come in his healing journey. Um, he was very vulnerable and open about his life and his struggles and what he's been through and how he's the happiest he's ever been now. And when you look at that from a healing perspective, he's obviously been through his trials and tribulations and he's done the work. And now he's in a place where he feels safe and supported and loved and cherished and everything that comes along with being in that container. So for a man to be on a stage in front of so many people and he's raw and exposed, it was actually really beautiful to watch. So with that in mind, I want to talk about the need to feel safe, particularly when you've been through trauma, right? So trauma doesn't have to be a big, significant, singular event that you go through. It can be the little things that lead to looping patterns of behavior, like things that people might say or bullying or anything that you've taken to heart and where you weren't able to fully process the feelings and emotions that came with that. It all gets stored as a traumatic imprint in your body and creates the looping behaviors that sit on an unconscious level. So you're not always aware of them until they get made conscious, which is where you get to make a choice whether you want to heal them or keep going with the patterns, right? So because it leaves that imprint, it becomes like an adaptation where you adapt your behavior when your body senses that threat to the safety of you. So with that in mind, it's really important to stop and feel it and be willing to go there and to be a bit vulnerable, knowing that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's actually a superpower. And it's about bringing that safety and support into your body. So it's not just like an emotional thing, there's also the physical and the spiritual side of it. It all needs to come together where you're aware and present in your body and you're noticing and being able to witness what your body is going through and where you're feeling the sensations and what it is without judging it or dissecting it or going into a story about it, right? So feeling it and giving yourself the space to do that is a really big gift. And it's how you can create that transformation in your life. It can bring up a lot of stuff. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Trauma healing and being able to feel safe in your body can bring up a lot of stuff for some people, depending on what you've been through and what your journey's been. I want you to know that it's okay. Wherever you're at, it's okay, right? It's where you're basically going to interrupt the natural process that you've been used to, and you're bringing in a new way of being that involves you choosing to let the emotions pass through your body and have completion to bring back that calm and that safety and that presence and the groundedness that you need to be able to make more solid choices and decisions about where you want to be and what you want to do in your life, right? It's also about when the emotions and the feelings come up, doing the reflection and having the self-awareness to determine if it's actually your belief that you've been carrying or whether it's someone else's stuff that they've put on you, whether it's from childhood or interactions with people in your past. Like, it's looking at it through your current lens in your current age and state of mind to determine whether you've been carrying someone else's stuff or whether you actually believe that to be true for yourself, and challenging those thoughts, you know. And then if they're not yours, just give them back. It doesn't have to be this big process. It's just, you can have that back. It's not mine, you know, that's simple. So yeah, I really would like you, or invite you, to focus on sitting with you and what you need to be safe in your own body, and giving yourself the space to process any emotions that come up, and knowing that whatever you're feeling, it's valid and it's okay, and be willing to be a little bit vulnerable. You can journal, or you can meditate, you can exercise, whatever you need to do to shift whatever's coming up. But the important thing is to just recognize it and be aware of it and witness it. You don't need to go into the story about it, create a narrative around it. Just witness it, feel it, and let it pass through you and bring that safety back. Okay. So focus on that this week, because once you're able to do that and work with that, then you're creating more space for whatever's meant for you to come in. You know, it's almost as if you're breathing in, imagine there's like an air filter that you're breathing in, like an air filter on a car or whatever, where it's blocking whatever you don't need to breathe in. Like, you don't need to breathe in anyone else's negativity or judgment or stuff that's just not meant for you. Have your air filter block that from coming in so that it can just be gone, so that you're just breathing in what you need, and then letting go of whatever you have been holding on to that's not needed, not wanted, not desired. Focus on things like that. These are simple things that don't cost you any money. It's just a little bit of you creating the space for your own healing and growth. So focus on that this week, and remember that healing trauma isn't a sign of weakness. It's like a step towards regaining your power and your peace, right? And if you need any more information or help or support, you can head to my website, the link's in the bio, or send me a message. Okay? Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time.